Good morning, and a beautiful, beautiful morning it is. I'm on my last full day out here in Florida, and it has just been awesome so far, this whole trip, but even just this morning. So I came out to this area that I've visited a couple times now, one of the wildlife areas that I've just fallen in love with out here. It is absolutely amazing. Came back out for probably the last time this morning, last time this trip, not last time ever, but last time this trip, and it's been wonderful. I just finished up with a raccoon. I actually see him right here. That's a different one, I think. Let me see if I can get him for you real quick. He's climbing a palm tree. That would have been really cool to photograph. Okay, hold up. All right, should we try this again? Good morning. What a wonderful day it has been. Like I was saying before that raccoon so rudely interrupted me. I'm just kidding. They can do that anytime. What a wonderful morning. It has been on my last full day out here in Florida. I've got a half day tomorrow as well, but today's my last full day, and it's just been wonderful. What a wonderful start to the day. So like I was saying, I'm out in an area that I've visited a couple times over the last few days, and I have just fallen in love with this area. It is absolutely amazing. There's just so much wildlife out here to photograph, and I'm loving it. It's been great. This trip hasn't turned out how I had planned it, but it has been awesome nonetheless, and I'm absolutely just soaking it in and loving it. So this morning's been good. I've been spending most of my time with some raccoons, a pair of raccoons actually. Started off with just one, and I was photographing that guy. He was just kind of grubbing around in a palm tree, eating some stuff, and then a second one came along and joined him. I actually saw them grooming for a little bit, which was really cool. I've never seen raccoon interaction like that before, and it's been wonderful. So today I'm just going to be jumping around from spot to spot, a couple different places that I wanted to visit, and then I'll end the day, I think, out looking for barred owls again. in that spot where I was supposed to be camped. I'm not going to be camping out there. It's still really smoky. I checked on it last night, pretty late last night, and it was still really smoky. But I will be going out there again to try to find owls, at least do some hiking and exploring and whatnot. And yeah, just making the most of my time out here. It has been just wonderful. I love it out here. So without boring you too much, let's keep going, looking for more wildlife and see what we can find. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back in this absolutely gorgeous forested section of the swamp. This is the area where I was supposed to be camped and backpacking through the last few days, but due to that fire and all the thick, heavy smoke that day that I got here, I felt unsafe in the area and I got out, but I came back. We've had some pretty heavy rain since then, and there's a lot less smoke in the air, so I'm back out here hoping to find some barred owls this evening or tomorrow morning. At least hear some barred owls. I know they're in the area, and I know I've lost a lot of time that I had planned on looking for them out here. So I'm hoping to at least just hear some and be able to kind of identify what areas they're hanging out in. You know, on my hike out of this area that first night when it was already dark, I heard 4 different owls, so I know that there are owls in the area, and I heard them at intervals along the trail. And so I'm hoping to be able to hear and hopefully see and photograph some here in the next hour and a half of light that I have left, or tomorrow morning possibly as well. So let's keep going. Let's not waste what light we have. Let's keep going and see what we can find. Hiking through the terrain reminded me of the time I spent photographing great gray owls earlier this fall. I've become somewhat of an owl addict, and I frequently think back on my time with those gorgeous owls in that beautiful forest. Anyways, let's get back to it. I searched high and low that evening for barred owls. I heard one call once in the distance, but didn't hear from it again. Darkness came, and once again the smoke started to settle. I made my way out of the area, already preparing mentally to resume my search in the morning. Hey everyone, good morning. Another beautiful morning out here in this forested area of the swamp, this area that I have just come to love over the last few days as I visited a few times. It is just amazing out here. I absolutely love it. I'm just finishing things up right now in my search for barred owls this morning. I'm making my way back to the rental vehicle now. I got to start heading back to the airport to head home today, but luckily on my way to the airport today, I've still got 2 more stops I'm going to make, 2 different areas that I wanted to explore on this trip and see what wildlife I can find. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video to see what animals and wildlife I'm able to photograph on my way back home today. I'm so excited to visit those spots. They've been high on my list this trip to visit. This morning was wonderful. I was actually able to see a barred owl. It had already kind of roosted up for the day, settled down, so it wasn't active at all. And it was really high up in the tree with some moss obscuring it, but just to be able to see it was amazing, and to come out to an area and find an animal that you're specifically looking for, especially in an area that's completely foreign to you, is always so rewarding. And just to be able to see it just made this trip so much better. You know, this trip hasn't turned out at all how I planned or expected it to be when I came out here. Just so many random things that have happened, from the fire and all that smoke that day out here, to the rental vehicle issues, to having to deal with the sheriff's office yesterday in regards to some stuff with that previous rental vehicle. Just all sorts of random stuff that has happened on this trip, but it has still been such an amazing trip, and I've had so much fun, and I hope you've enjoyed over the last few videos, a series of videos that I've put together. I hope you've enjoyed the amazing wildlife that I've been able to see and photograph. It has been such an amazing trip. I've actually already got my next trip out here planned. This will be a little bit different than this trip was. There's a project that I'm hoping to finish up on my next trip out here, wrap things up. It's a project I've been working quite a bit on lately, and it's something that I actually haven't talked about at all on this channel yet, so it'll be something brand new to you, and I'm really looking forward to wrapping things up on that and being able to share that a little bit more with you here. It's something I'm really excited for. Like I said, I'm heading back to the rental vehicle right now, and I'm going to finish things up and show you what I'm able to see the rest of the day today. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video and the previous videos as well. On a side note, I've got spots available for one of my 2024 Alaska Bear workshops. Go claim your spot for that now. I cannot wait to get back out with those beautiful bears, watching them as they fish, watching mothers with cubs, and so many other wonderful wildlife encounters out there. It's such a beautiful place. I cannot wait to get back out there and share those experiences with photographers like yourself. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this week's video and these previous videos I've put together for you. I've had so much fun out in this beautiful area, this beautiful part of the country. So I hope you've enjoyed the scenery and the amazing wildlife I've been able to share with you. Thank you so much for the constant support. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next week.